If you want to find out how to make a key group like this, then this is the video for you. Stay tuned.
Mr. DeeKay.
This video is brought to you by my sound company,
Sounds Premium.
Maybe you know this feature from Studio One, which is my favorite DAW, where you can combine different VSTs on one track. This is a very good feature to build up new instruments, and this is something you can also do on your MPC. Also standalone. Of course you can't use VSTs, but you can use the plugins, the inbuilt plugins or the key groups, and how to combine them on one track and to come up with new key groups with new pad sounds, whatever you like, I will show you in this video. Here we are in my MPC. I have 3 tracks loaded up, track 1, 2 and 3. And for this I have used different key groups that I have created on my own. The first one is a percussive sound which I have called Knuckles. These are real hits which I have recorded in my studio. And on track 2 I have a synthesized sound which sounds like this. So this is just a key as a key group, so a synthesizer. I have called this one Chilled Keys because it's very relaxed. And on the third track I got warm strings. This key group I have created with a synthesizer called Microfreak from Arturia. And these strings are also here to combine the sounds together. So I want to come up with a pad sound, the pad sound you have heard in the intro. First of all, I will go to a fourth track from here. And this track I will use to trigger the sounds of track 1, 2 and 3. I click on that eyeball right here, going to tracks, to the track mode, and telling the machine to send track 4 to track 3. And this I will do with track 3 as well. I will send track 3 to track 2. And track 2 I will send to track 1. So this is the simple setup that I'm using to make sure that I can trigger all 3 tracks at the same time. So keep in mind, this is method 1. There is another method how to create sounds like this, and this I will show as well in this video. So stay tuned. So now when I trigger the pad, going to D2. So this is very loud now, the string sound is very dominant. Yeah, and one important thing is also to leave this one free. I will create a new program, so I don't trigger any key group twice. So track 4 is triggering 3, 3 is triggering 2, and 2 is triggering 1. So this is the concept behind this multipad. So first of all I have to turn down the mix warm strings. Let's say I will go to -11 and I will trigger it. So now you can hear that there are 3 sounds included. The warm strings and the knuckles and the shield keys. So 3 sounds are layered this way. So the thing is, I have to tune the volumes, the knuckles has to be, yeah, not that present, I think. We go to -3. Yeah, let's use my keyboard. I will also check the volumes so that nothing is clipping. Yeah, you see it's not hitting over -3 dB. So this is very good. With this I can work, and now I can auto-sample this track. The auto-sampling process I won't show here because I don't want to waste too much time, because this is not the focus on this topic. This is my key group I have set up, or loop points, so the sounds are looping endless. There you can see no matter which note I'm hitting and no matter how long I'm pressing down the key, it's always looping. So it's a very nice pad sound. And what I have done also, I go to Program Edit to show you. Yeah, you can set up the envelope when you hit the pad, that it's not stopping immediately, so that it is fading out smoothly. That's why I have added a release time with 73. So what you can also do is to manipulate the attack time for pad sounds, especially. You can make it a little bit smoother. But I like it with the transient at the beginning, so I will leave it like this with attack 0. So this is what I have done, and what I can do now is to add some effects. And what I have done here is that I have added 2 effects. So the first one is a delay. You see, it is getting a lot of space. I've also added a maximizer to make the sound a little bit louder. When I switch off all the effects, it sounds very dry. I add all the effects again. So now it is a very spacey, nice and warm pad sound. And this is made up out of 3 key groups. So I could add more key groups or less key groups. It's up to taste. It's a sound design question. It is always depending on the goal. Now method 2. I go to an empty track, choosing track 4, loading up a plugin, because this is needed for the functions which are not present in the key groups. I don't know why Akai hasn't implemented this feature in key groups, but it is like it is, so this is a workaround. I tab on sounds, I go to key ranges, and here I can see all my tracks. So right now I have loaded up tube synths. This sound I don't need, so I can turn it down. I go to the volume right here, turning it down. Now you don't hear anything, volume is turned down. And yeah, I want to activate the 3 tracks. So how do I do that? I choose track 1. If I hit track 2, it's just activating track 2. Track 1 is only activated when I want to activate more than just 1 track. I hit Shift, and now I can activate more than just 1. I activate 1, 2, 3, because these are the tracks I need. You see, there is my combination back again, my multi-instrument, what I want to sample. back to main, making sure that I'm on track 4. And now I want to auto sample that. So I go back to sounds, key ranges, activate the tracks I want to sample, going to menu, sampler, auto sampler, and I just go randomly over it just to have a small explanation. Let's say we go from C2. It should be just very quick. I just sample 1 octave and a note stride with, let's say, 4. Velocity with 1, just to showcase, do it. You see, nothing is sampled in this case. So I hear no sound. Why is that? So this is very easy. We have to do it like in method 1. So we have to tell the MPC which track should be sent to which track. I can delete this key group right here, purge all unused samples so that I don't waste any memory. And yeah, what do I do now? It's very important to send the tracks to each other. So track 4 should be sent to track 3. And track 3 should be sent to 2. This is already correct. And track 3 should be sent to 2. And 2 should be sent to 1. Everything is in order. And 1 is 1. So I go back to track 4. And when I auto sample, now it will be working. So just as a test, you see all layers are playing together. So yeah, that's very nicely. This is how it should be. And now it is there, my instrument. So this is very easy to do. But what is the advantage of this method? Go back to my plugin right here, to sounds, to key ranges. So just in case, when I have a sound which should be only on some keys, let's say I have a bass inside, which I don't have at the moment, but let's say knuckles would be a bass, a deep bass sound that I only need in a certain key range. Then I can define the key range right here. And also for other tracks, I can tell them where to start and where to end. So I can now export a key group with all these definitions I have made here with key ranges. This is possible. So just to do an example, so let's say I will do it like that, which makes no sense in this case, but just to showcase. So let's say I want to sample that. So I go to the auto sampler again. Of course, I have to define the key range. Let's go to the lowest one. Yeah, I don't know, it makes no sense in this case, but yeah, just to have a feeling for how it works, so to prove that it will record everything. So with the defined ranges. So this range is quite too deep. It's not usable, these sounds, but just take a listen. You can hear the knuckle, just be careful for the knuckle. Just listen to the knuckle, it's still there. It's still there. There it is, again, again and again. And now it's off, because the key range has stopped there. So now there's just one sound, and the third sound will come in later. And you can see I can auto sample the key ranges, how I have set them up. That's very important. So this is a big advantage when you compare this method to method 1. So now you see the last key range, just the strings. So I think you got the concept. I just cancel it. This is method 1 and method 2. Method 2 comes into play when you want to have defined key ranges that are necessary to support your sound. Method 1 is also very easy to use, but there you don't have the option of key ranges. So method 2 and method 1 are both working very well. It depends on what you want to achieve. That's it. I'm still working on my upcoming expansion, which is called Amapiano. If you want to get an info when the product is out, just sign up to my newsletter. It is for free and you will receive value for it because you will get a discount code when my product is out. So just sign up to my newsletter. If this video was helpful for you, please consider subscribing, help me growing, and see you next Sunday, 9 o'clock, Mr. DeeKay TV. I'm out of here. Blessings.